Imagine diving into Notion, ready to organize your walls just to be slapped to the 1000 block limit. Or are you just curious about what's the hype with Notion and wondering where to get started? Well, welcome to my brand new YouTube channel, and on this video, I will be explaining all the important things you need to know about Notion plans. And if you are already a free Notion user, well, make sure to follow this video to the end because I will be explaining what went wrong and how you can bypass the 1000 block limit. So let's get started. Alright, so first up, we'll be going through the different plans in Notion and the different features they all come with. Currently, I'm on the official Notion page, and when you scroll down, you'll see the different plans Notion has and their different features. For the free plan, it costs just $0. And for the plus plan, it costs $10 per month. For business, it costs $15 per month. And for the enterprise plan, it's actually a custom plan. So you have to contact Notion support to get a custom price based on your system. Underneath, you see the different features that each plan comes with in summary. Now, scrolling further, you see Notion AI and the pricing for Notion AI. Now, regardless of if you're using the free plan or the paid plan, you have to pay an extra fee to get access to the advanced Notion AI features. But trust me, it's worth getting. Scrolling further down, you get a more detailed explanation of the features each plan has. I will be focusing on the free plan and I will be highlighting some limited features in it because when you're using the free plan, it's essential you know the limitations that comes with it, just so to be sure if you're going to go for the paid plan instead. So make sure to follow through as I will be highlighting them in this video. Now, the first is the pages and the blocks. In the Notion free plan, you have unlimited pages and blocks for just one individual. But when you have two or more individuals, it becomes limited. For those of you who have the issue of exhausting the 1000 block limit, it simply means that you probably created a team space in your Notion account, causing you to have the 1000 block limit. Or you have more than one member in your Notion account, also causing you to have the 1000 block limit. But just sit back because in the end, I will be explaining how you can avoid this. Now, scrolling downward, the next is the file upload. For the free plan, you can only upload files that are 5 MB below, which means you cannot upload any file that is more than 5 megabytes. For the page history, which is this, you can only access previous pages during the duration of 7 days. So you can only restore your pages once it's within the range of 7 days. But if it is above that, you will not be able to access those versions unless you upgrade. Now, for the page analytics, it's basic. You get to see those working on your pages, but in the free plan, it is not as advanced as the paid plan. Now, another important feature to take note of is the guest invite. You can only invite 10 guests into your Notion free plan. The next is automation. Now, Notion has a current update, which is you can now create automations directly into your database. But if you're using the free plan, you will not be able to create those automations inside your database. You can only create automations with buttons. But if you did get access to probably a template that has an already inbuilt automation, you'll be able to use the automations, but you will not be able to edit or create new automations inside that database. The next thing you should take note of is charts. In the free plan, you only have access to one Notion chart, which means if you would want to visualize more database, you would have to subscribe to the Plus plan. The next important thing that I want you to take note of is the sync database. Now you can see it says up-to-date information from Jira, GitHub, Asana, all synced into Notion as a database. If you're someone who's a lover of integration and would like to integrate your Notion workspace to other third-party applications, then you might probably want to go for the Plus plan because the free plan only has the ability to create integration with just one database. Overall, Notion offers a free version that provides a decent set of features for personal use. It's a great way to get started with the platform and see if it fits your needs. With the free plan, you can create unlimited pages and store as much data as you want. This means you can organize your notes, create to-do lists, and manage projects without worrying about running out of space. So if you're looking to start using Notion, you can go over to their official website and check through all the features that comes with the free plan. Over here, I also created a summarized list of all the Notion free plan limitations. As you can see here, the Notion free plan limitations are restricted collaboration just for one workspace member. The file upload limit can only upload files less than 5 MB. Recovery history, you only have access to those 7 days. We have the limited chat feature, which is you can only have one chat display. Integration limits can only sync to one database. And database automation, you can only create automations with the button features, but cannot create automations directly in your Notion database. So feel free to go to the Notion website and check through all the plans and their features to know which one works perfectly with your needs. Now, next up, we'll be discussing how to avoid the 1000 block limits. Now, there are two major reasons why you have the 1000 block limit in your Notion free plan. The first is, during creation of your account, you selected for teams instead of personal. Most people who make these mistakes are those who plan to use Notion with their teams but just want to test it out. The selection of for teams makes Notion to automatically create a team space on your Notion workspace, thereby causing the 1000 block limit because you've just told Notion you'll be having more than one member. So the best way to avoid this is to choose personal if you know you just want to try out Notion, so you won't be forced to upgrade. Now, the second reason is you added an extra member to your Notion workspace, and this automatically causes the 1000 block limit. Now, most people who make these mistakes are those who probably hired someone to customize their Notion dashboard or collaborated with someone and during the process added them into their workspace instead of just as a guest. So to avoid this, make sure when adding someone or collaborating with someone, you add them just as a guest and not into your workspace. To explain this further, I will be creating 2 new Notion accounts where I will select personal for one and team for the other, so you can understand better and not make any of these mistakes again. So pay attention to the screen as I show you the difference. Right now, I am creating a new Notion account and I will be selecting personal for this one. Input your preferred name and your password. Now, this is the section you need to take note of. I will be chosen for personal use. And voila, your Notion account is set up. Now, if you look closely, you notice there is no team space created. So for this account, you have unlimited blocks and pages as long as you do not create a team space or add a member to it. So to the next account, for this, I will be selecting for my team. So pay close attention to the difference. Select preferred name and password. I'll choose for my team and quickly fill up this. Now, you'll be asked to try out the Plus plan for free, but I'm going to ignore. And here you go, your Notion account is ready. Now, if you look closely to this, you'll see an already created team space. So this automatically causes the 1000 block limit. So for those of you who might be having the issues of block limits, you can now see how to avoid it. To remove the block limit issue, you'll have to delete the team space. And if you have more than one member in your Notion account, you have to remove that person and add them as a guest if it's important. I hope this video was helpful. In my next video, I'll be showing the step-by-step on how to remove team space and members so you can get rid of the 1000 block limit without upgrading to the Plus plan. Please let me know your thoughts on this video and what should be improved on. New to this social media thing, but super excited to teach you all I know about Notion. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I will be having amazing tutorials on how to effectively use Notion and lots of freebies for my subscribers. See you in my next video. Bye.